Yes, we should. Because
Okay,
I've got work I need to do before I start work too.
right. And we're getting on with it. Eric Paul
Okay.
Johnson.
And I'm Eric Winsenson.
And there's my E.L.O. spaceship sign. You see that? Corey bought one and somebody else bought one. This time I'm prepared. Nope, wrong tab. If you want to get one, $40 PayPal, ELO FTM podcast at gmail.com. Real metal. It's durable. You can even post it outside your home so that nobody will park a spaceship in your
Real metal.
real. It's real metal, and this way nobody will take your ELO spaceship parking space. So you'll have a place to park your spaceship instead of having to find another place to put it because some jughead parked in your space.
Yeah. Are we getting money back from that?
I do split with everybody else who works on the podcast, but you know, cost.
Cool. I'm just wondering if we're getting kickbacks for that.
Not much. I don't want to like overprice it to where it's like I don't want to feel like I'm screwing people. Look here. I got to put my picture back up here. Here, I'll sell these for you. $50. All right, ELO on them. ELO Face the Music podcast merchandise, $50. I don't want to be one of those douches who gouges people. So
yeah. Plus, also there's a certain band called Electric Light Orchestra, headed by this guy named Jeff Lynne, who, if you sell merchandise with their copyrighted logos on them, will probably come down on us faster than
about
the podcast.
Yeah. So it costs about $36 for them to put it on the sign, then there's shipping and tax. So we're not making a lot, but I don't want to feel like I'm just, being a jerk and overpricing fans for like, selling t-shirts for $80. Leave that to the people at the concerts. So 4 Little Diamonds. Get on to these comments here. Mark Jealous. You crystallized my feelings on this track very well. Don't bring me down. Not as good mix. EW. That's Eric Winsenson. Hopefully I'm pointing I'll point both so it'll get to the right one. Not a good choice for a single. EPJ. That's me. I'll point in both directions, make sure I get that right. The DJs in the UK played this a lot, hoping it would be a hit. It was not. Perhaps it summed them up, being majority 30-somethings at the time trying to influence a much younger audience. It took a few years, but eventually there was a quite sudden and big cull of those DJs. So yes, you can get away with coasting for a while, but eventually you fall, and often with a hard and loud bang. Anita Bell, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
I'm just trying to find. I think you marked things wrong here.
Did I? I got myself.
Or is there something there? Where am I here? I've got Mark Jealous.
Yep, that's me. I got it marked as J.
So yes, you can. Okay, there we are, Mike Hudson.
There you go.
I was trying to find where I was supposed to be, who I was supposed to be reading here.
Right.
I actually like this one quite a bit. I think Secret Messages and Danger Ahead are better tracks, but 4 Little Diamonds is among the best on this album. I've always wondered if this song was written during or after the breakup of Jeff and Sandy. I'm not exactly sure when they had their split. The fact that Sandy is on Time After Time kind of messes up that theory. So, I don't know. Perhaps it was a premonition of things to come.
Yeah, it's really hard to find out much what was going on with Jeff and Sandy. Other than they were married, they had a couple of kids, and they got divorced. Jeff is, and understandably so, pretty tight-lipped about his private life, which, the man's a rock mega superstar. Let him have some privacy in his life. We don't need to know everything. So, yeah, I don't know when things started to fall apart, or, was it in 83, 84? I don't know. And I'm not going to ask Jeff either because it's none of my damn business. So, Jerry, I got to pull back here to read this right. Jerry Solin. Love this one. This is a song you got to play really loud.
And Corey Gomel says, another duet you can sing with your dog. This is a fun video game rocker. Be kind and plant a tree.
Mm-hmm. I was actually pretty surprised to find out that this was in one of the Grand Theft Autos. I would have thought E.L.O. from 1983 was way out of date for all these modern video games. But
well, not Miami, Vice City. It
yeah,
was based on Miami Vice. This particular Grand Theft Auto one. So it takes place in 1984, if I remember right.
okay.
So the whole game it's basically it combines a lot of stuff from Miami Vice and Scarface.
Oh,
as well
okay.
a lot of other action films and everything and gangster films from back in the early 80s.
Okay. So I can understand why it's there. I am surprised that somebody knew. I am surprised that somebody working on the video game knew about Four Little Diamonds. So.
I'm surprised too, because I'm surprised they grabbed that instead of some of the other stuff that instead of Rock and Roll is King or something like that.
Yeah. Trevor Raggett. This is one of the songs on Secret Messages that has really grown on me over the years. Now it's one of my favorites on the album. I really like the song's storyline, which, for me, is less about an ordinary breakup, but about a guy who has been the victim of a long con and wants revenge. It reminds me of a fun BBC show called Hustle, where a lovable team of con men would build an elaborate con each week to take down some despicable heel who really deserved it. Great fun. Jeff Lynne does Ocean's 11 to the soundtrack of Don't Bring Me Down, another tune whose sound harks back to Jeff's love of old rock and roll. Yeah, I can see that with Four Little Diamonds.
Yeah.
I need water.
Oh, you're doing a Marco Rubio thing there.
Yeah. No,
shake your hand. You're doing. You do two hands now.
Mm-hmm. Now I got to do Trump. I put that on my cap. Oh yeah. All right. I didn't know if I was...
And just the other side, we need to do Biden. Are you my grandchild? No.
All right. Getting away from politics.
Anyway.
People away. I didn't know if I was going to make it through reading that comment. Things were crying out and tickling in my throat.
Oh, yeah. Tickling in your throat? That's because you swallowed the fly.
Oh,
and then
right.
Then you swallowed the rat, and then you swallowed the cat, and then you... No, anyway.
I need to swallow a horse. That'll clear all that up. Anyway.
He's going to survive. It's not like the old idiot in the song.
Yeah.
Steve Monahan says, great rockin' track. Love the extended intro on Afterglow. How's it go?
Yeah, I did think that's kind of funny that Jeff Lynne is asking Jeff Lynne, how do I play my song, Jeff Lynne? Yeah. G. Brewer. Not a fan of this song until I hear it. And I agree with both of you. It is a little catchy here and there, but mostly forgettable. Any insight into the barking dog sound effect used in Four Little Diamonds? As far as I know, it was a barking dog run through a synthesizer. In the liner notes, it says the doggy is Dennis. I don't know if it's a real doggy or something that was programmed into the synthesizer and you just push the button and it pitches the dog. Yeah, the dog pitched up, the music pitched down. I got that backwards when I talked about the song. So that's all I can tell you about the doggy on Four Little Diamonds.
And Jill Chenault says, wow, I can't believe you two are so lukewarm on this one. For once, I agree with Troy and was glad to hear his input. I don't really care if the drum bit loop is a bit recycled. The song is fun and frenetic, a definite high point of Secret Messages for me. The conversation at the beginning is hilarious. I never analyzed it so much to realize it was all Jeff beyond, is this on? And after four. Does it really matter if it's all him? It makes me smile every time, especially the longer one. This is one I turn up loud.
I don't think it matters that it is all him. I think it's kind of funny and kind of accurately represents E.L.O. at that point in time. So I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, but I love her part is, for once, I agree with Troy. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know it gets a bit hot and humid in Indiana this time of year, so I'm sure he's liking the shade.
I believe so. Yes, I like
Yes,
Troy. I like Troy's. Like that. There's somebody else besides me and Eric giving insight and thoughts on E.L.O. song. Get other opinions in the show, which is why we read.
exactly.
Which is why we read the responses. Also to make you part of the show. You can be part of the podcast. So try and make everybody, not just my show. It's everybody's show. I think we're done here. Are we done here?
I think we're done for another week.
Okay. Well, and what is it next week? Oh, Stranger Post next week. There you go.
Yes.
And if you put in one last plug, if you sign up for the expanded episodes at Patreon, $2 an episode, $8 a month, you'll hear our thoughts on the remake. There was a remake of Stranger, and we'll talk about that. But you can only hear it on the expanded episode. So crack open your wallets. $2 an episode for the expanded episodes at our Patreon.
Definitely.
Yeah, which I do not have the address up right here, but it's at the end credits of every single episode. So, and there's a link in the show descriptions for each episode. So go to Patreon, give us money, buy the spaceship sign, and then I can give everybody who works on the podcast probably about 30 cents after production and shipping and taxes. So there you go. Okay.
Well, I'm going to go get a bottle of water at the refill machine.
Yeah. Rubio, that sumbitch. Don't trump it. Just grab it and down it. Yeah.
Yeah. Rubio.
Turn off your air conditioning so you're sweating profusely.
Yeah. That would take about 2 seconds here.
Yeah. It's he's in Phoenix. It's 190 degrees outside in the shade, which is why I never, ever, ever miss Phoenix. Okay. All right. I think that's a good place to sign it off with some Phoenix hate.
Well, as speaking for Phoenix, I love the heat because it bakes off all the Midwesterners for another year.
There you go.